What's going on today, guys? Today we're going to be playing Fitz's Fire Zombie deck. This is a really cool deck, in my opinion. I really like the Flamvell cards. I think Fire Dog's great. Just the idea of an archetype that like sets up early for a big payoff later is a really cool playstyle to me. The synergy with the zombies is great. There are a few changes that I would make to this version of the list. It's really weird to me that there's no Trag. It's really weird to me that he's playing Dad with like only 7 main deck darks. It's really weird that you would play Dad in a list with no Allure. I think the minimum number of darks to make Allure an auto include is like less than the minimum number of darks to play Dad at all. And yeah, I might consider some other things like Foolish or Card Trooper maybe, but that's really besides the point here because we are net decking today. So yeah. Also, I will probably resume my road to top 10 climb tomorrow if I'm making a video tomorrow, which I probably will, so look out for that. Without further ado, I think we should just jump into the matches. I played a couple matches with this deck. We're just going to be watching replays because something went wrong while I was recording, so I don't mind watching replays though. I like the benefit of hindsight a lot. So interestingly, we played against 2 Amaryllis decks, which is really cool for me because I always love playing against people who are on my own decks. First of all, it's kind of an advantage, but I just like seeing people playing my decks out in the wild. It's pretty hype. It's a pretty cool feeling to know that this thing I created is something that someone else is playing. So yeah, anyway, we open up, we hit into the Raikou with the Fire Dog. They tribute summon Titania. What's our set here? We just pro set the heavy because we didn't know what they were on. This heavy was really bad this game. It didn't do anything. We find a turtle, which is nice. So we're going to be able to make a pretty good play next turn, probably. Go like Colossal Fighter. Yeah, and then we can search a monster and then out both of their monsters. They'll Raikou, pop my guy, say whatever. So here I decided I guess I have to Torrential. Otherwise I'm just going to lose the heavy too. So here we set it all and we Dust Shoot. I see the hand is really bad. So I'm like, alright, we'll take the most playable card. They just tribute summon Titanial. I decide I have enough stuff in grave so I can just trade the Raikou for it. Don't have to mirror. So I go in with the Mizuki. They bring it back with the Miracle Fertilizer that I knew they had. They just decide not to attack though, which kind of rough for me because I feel like I have to Storm now. But then it turns out they had a Wing Blast that they drew off the top. But Rekindling will still out this. So not bad. I just set it all, knowing their hand. I Bottomless, the Phyrexian hit in for 3,000. I set the Mizuki and kill it with RDA and in phase. They try to Torrential here, but I have Trap Stun, so this should just be wrapping up game number 1. So that was pretty quick. We had a pretty good start there. They're going to open up their hands pretty good. They have Trade-In. Having Trade-In live and opening hand is always great. Just gonna set pass. I go in with Kaiku. This is some side deck hate I brought in. Fitz's side deck looks like it was built in a meta where Frog Hero is very good, so there's like a lot of graveyard hate in it. Like Kaiku's and Soul Release and stuff. So unfortunately for me, they found the Raikou and they're able to out my Kaiku and go into this play. I decided to just take the hit because I want the mill. And then they draw Storm too, man. This is kind of rough for me. So this game, I probably was going to win this, but then they do this card destruction thing, so now my Dad Gores are gone, and Rekindling. Yeah, I had a really good hand. So now I'm like in a tough spot, right? Just kind of set monsters, hoping he doesn't draw anything. Fortunately for me, he's kind of not. So I can play it slow. So here I'm like, I'm going to try and go for something. They make a big mistake Wing Blasting the Magician instead of the Goblin Zombie. They also let me space the back row. I guess it's because they have the Gores. So yeah. We have a play. We're just going to go try to Goyo, take the Stardust. What did they set? Okay, they set RFDD. I don't know if they should be setting this with the Gores in hand. So I'm just like, I'll kill everything and I'll Soul Release. But then they have the RFDD, so yeah, it's kind of problematic. They're going to kill all my stuff. They're going to make a Synchro, and now I'm just way behind. And then my only set is a Dust Shoot, which doesn't do anything right now. So yeah, this one's gone very downhill for me. I find Turtle, which isn't bad. So I just try to break their hand with the Dust Shoot. Now I'm like, alright, we can go for Plague and out this, but I know they have Gores, so I can't really attack. It's kind of awkward, though. I think this whole time they just, like, forgot that they had Plague and Grave and could have made, like, a Catastrid out this or something. I don't understand why they're playing so slow. Because they spend several turns just, like, not outing my Brionac. I go Book of Life. I just pass. Also, I think they should have flipped Raikou here, probably. Seems a little risky not to, but... yeah, I hit into it. They kill my back row. Maybe they're playing around Solemn? That seems weird, though. Yeah, but they just have so many cards on me. They find Fertilizer. They can finally do something. I'm just trying to turtle, hopefully maybe find a Rekindling and make a play. I don't know. But here they're finally going to kill me. They're going to Wing Blast my guy and hit me with the Cactus Bouncer. So that's game number 2. Kind of long, drawn-out death. Game number 3, I think I just blow them out this game. I have a pretty solid opening. I get the crazy mills here. Like, that's so good. And then I find Reaper and start ripping cards. I get lucky, too. I hit one of the spells on the first one. Then I figure, hey, they won't have heavy again. I don't even bother bottom listing this because I'm like, I have Fire Dog, so we're all good. They set, I just Dust Tornado, go Fire Dog. So now we're going to have like Stardust. We're going to have Reaper ripping cards out of their hand, and we have a set bottomless, and we have DD Crow in our hand, and they're on like 2 cards, so this is looking pretty over. Very, very crazy start for me. Here, I decided to finally go in with the zombie stuff, so we make Brio, we do the combo, you search Mizuki, pitch it, then use the Mizuki. And then we just hit it with everything. I think we rip another Dandy, though, so we have to kill the tokens. We don't get much damage, unfortunate, but we're so far ahead at this point. It seems impossible that we could lose. So I would go Brio bounce both because I can have Dad, but they have Wing Blast, so this isn't game, so I decided to hold the Dad for a turn. Figure they probably can't out any of my darks or anything. So here they just go for that pass, but I drop Dad and they may immediately scoop, so yeah, there was kind of nothing they could do in game 3. My opening was just way too strong. Yeah, it's amazing. The zombie engine, I think, is just really, really strong in general in this format. It's one of the only decks that I think I've said before, it just feels like unfair sometimes. But anyway, we've got one more replay, again, against another Amaryllis player. Apparently my most beloved deck by DB Randoms. So anyway, I think we're going second. Yeah. No, we're going first, okay. This Morphing Jar is going to blow me out this game, by the way. I Wing Blast it, try to go for Reaper, they Torrential. Maybe you could argue it was correct to Reaper first, but, like, I don't know what they're on, and it's like a 50-50 if they have Judgment or Torrential, so I just pass. I'm like, this is fine. Then they flip Jar, or they go Titanium first, then flip Jar. So yeah, this is obviously insane for them, because they want to discard all this. And none of the stuff I draw really answers this at all well. Yeah, unfortunate. But we're just going to get... this Dust Shoot's not going to matter. We're just going to get Caiused and whittled down here. So, yeah, Morphing Jar is a very sacky card, but unfortunate. We're not going to be able to win that one. This one, I did go with just setting this. I'm not sure if this was right, but I didn't want to, like, reveal the Gores too hard, and I didn't really want to set any of the back row, because, like, none of them are that easy to, like, just use and get out of the way for Gores. So, fortunately, they play like this, and they play into the Gores really bad. So now I'm just like, alright, we're killing it, and then we're just setting it all, and we're gonna... this is the plan. But the plan is very weak to Raikou, and they have multiple Raikous, so... fortunately for me, I have the Reaper to at least force them to pop it instead of one of my back row or my Gores, but they mill really good. So they're just going to set the other one. I'm going to go for the Book of Life. I decide the Plague's the most annoying one, but again, they kill my Reaper. Again, they mill a nice card, so... yeah, not the worst for them. I think they just tribute summon Titanial here. Yep, I bottomless. They go DDR, I space. They cheat and activate Hidden Armor on a turn where they normal summoned, which I didn't even notice. Probably should never have allowed that to happen, but I judgment that. But anyway, they're on no cards now, so none of this really matters. We're probably just going to win anyway, right? We still have some disruption. We still have a set Raikou and a Raikou in our hand. So this is just going to wrap up pretty quick, I think. Yeah, they go for Mark, but I have the Book of Moon, so that's going to be the end of that one. So game number 3. We open a decent hand. They open a pretty good hand, too. I think they probably set Raikou. No, they go this. I feel like normally I would favor setting Raikou. I guess they had the Amaryllis set up already, though. So maybe that was right, but it gets punished by Crow, so I go set it all. Fortunately for me, they missed the Torrential with the space. I decide not to Torrential here. I'm just like, we're going to have a big play next turn, which can out this field anyway. So might as well preserve it for a later date. So we go for the Book of Life. Go for the Colossal Crash into Titanial. And Colossal is just the bane of Titanial's existence. It's really rough. So they drop Trag. Here I think like they might have a level 8 in hand, but they actually don't. So they just go for Mark and then like pass. I don't remember them setting something here. I think they just passed. Yeah, that seems weird. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to go for RDA anyway. I go with this weird line that lets me hit game. And yeah, that's going to be it. I kill their field with RDA, going direct with the other 3. That's GG. So I guess it doesn't matter if they would have set it or not there. But yeah. So interesting couple of matches. Amaryllis is a pretty cool deck. I definitely enjoy seeing it in action, especially considering it was a deck I created, probably the very first popular one anyway. So definitely cool. I enjoyed the Fire Zombie deck. Like I said, a couple changes I would make, but overall I consider it to be a very, very strong strategy. So, and I think I did a pretty good job of showing that off. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, guys, and peace out.